So what's your name? Yullbrenna.
Hi, you schmucks!
Alright, hey everybody, Yullbrenna here with a Relic Arena gameplay video, and this time we're going to be playing Cleopatra. Cleopatra is one leader in Relic Arena that has been nerfed in the past due to using it with Tesla Coil, but I would say this leader is in a good spot right now. It's not completely overpowered, but it has some fun combos that you can use for it, and I think it has a pretty easy combo that can be used to gain rank. So I'm gonna go try that out for the time being, and we're gonna see how it goes. And yeah, so let's get into it. So what does Cleopatra do if you don't know what Cleopatra does? So I'll hover over it, and you can see Cleopatra is going to summon a Cobra, which you can see in the middle of the field, and you're going to be able to equip it with a relic, and it'll gain stats each round, and it'll be able to cast the relic. And when you upgrade the leader, it's going to be dealing, the attack will deal 20 damage per second, so that's where the Tesla Coil came into play, and it was really good with Tesla Coil. And then at leader level 3, you'll get another Cobra. If you upgrade it again, you'll get that attack and cast range, which is huge for some of your relics. And then you're going to be dealing 100% damage if you max it out. And I think Cleopatra, the benefit of Cleopatra right now is that you actually don't need to go past level 3 if you don't want to. So early game, you can kind of stick at level 1 and upgrade to ultimates if you want to use an ultimate, which I think right now that's the main benefit of this leader, is using ultimates, and so you can get up to leader level 3 before other people, get ultimates into play, put it on your Cobra, and then once you get an ultimate that you like, you can power level to level 3 and get that into play. So that's the plan right now. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use an ultimate, but for the time being, honestly, Yin and Yang Pendant, pretty solid. Just put a value point in it, and you're getting that extra spell cast. The downside of Cleopatra, of course, is these snakes are pretty easy to die, and with something like a Yin and Yang Pendant in the game, someone should be able to kill my Cobras pretty easily. So I am going to keep that in mind when I have my Cobras. That late game, yeah, they might get killed, and that's the downside of Cleo. So let's see how it goes early game with the spells that I picked up. So did a good amount of damage with the Yin and Yang Pendant. Finally lost. A little bit unfortunate there, but I don't have a lot of magic damage outside of my Cobra. But I'm going to go ahead, like I said, upgrade to Shop 2. And I'm going to focus on hopefully getting up to Shop 3 as well, unless some spells pop into play that I want to do. I want to kind of try this combo right here with Terracotta Army and the Lance of Longinus, I guess you would say. So we'll see if that is actually a good combo. And my front line, I haven't decided what I'm going to do at all. Just have random spells on there. But we're doing well so far. I think at early game, it's going to benefit a lot because you get that extra spell that other people just don't have. So you're going to get a little bit of a power spike early game. And there it is, going up to level 3 for my shop. So I'm going to get ultimates into play, and hopefully soon I will be able to get that power spike. For right now, I've invested a lot in my shop and not into my leader, so I might lose a few rounds here. The moment you can see, it's actually working out pretty well. This ranger build doing fairly well. I'll get this witch. And of course, I like the dinosaur fossil, the Zulu necklace, plus the Zulu headdress, classic combo, and then I'm going to be keeping it on a witch, so I'm going to keep that crisp blade. That'll deal damage based off of max mana, so naturally it works really well with a witch. Still on Yin and Yang Pendant, I haven't found the ultimate that I like, so I'm kind of just chilling there with that. This Isaac Newton build did a ton of damage, and especially with my illusions, they're going to get crushed. So a little unfortunate there. But getting the Zulu necklace up quickly so I can get the lifesteal or the attack damage. I already have the attack modifier with the crisp blade, so I can kind of go either way. And then I do spot Statue of Liberty. That could go well on a frontline tank. I have Persian Cat on there as well. So I'll pick it up. I can sell some stuff. Then we'll kind of see what I want to do. I don't have a lot of mana on this tank for the time being, so I'm going to have to pick a direction. Terracotta army plus the catapult. Doing well, but the witch actually is on top of the damage. And there we go. I do find the head of Hypnos, so I'm going to immediately put that into play. And now that I found that, I do want to get up to the second Cobra, so I'm going to have to upgrade my leader twice. Finding Terracotta army, I do like the caster burning the mana, especially when there's not a lot of regen in play. Alright, let's see how this goes now that I've got the head of Hypnos in play. So pretty much incapacitating one enemy. And it looks like it was their carry too. My ranger cleans up. So, good start. And of course, once I get a second one into play, it'll be really good. So, let's see when I can get that into play. And for my final unit, I'm just going to go with the Persian combo. I've already gone with the Zulu combo, and the Persian combo is Persian Carpet plus Persian Cat. A lot of good AoE damage, AoE disruption, so I really like that. And Head of Hypnos, once I get it to level 3, I'm going to be able to get the 300 radius AoE from that. So I'm going to be targeting that, and then of course targeting the second snake. A lot of good disable here. You can see his guys aren't doing a lot of damage as opposed to mine, and that's just because not only do I have the Statue of Liberty, the Viking Vanguard, I also have the Hypnos, and then I've got the Persian Cat as well. So there's a lot of AoE stun here in play, and it's just a lot of disruption. And I immediately, like I said, getting that second snake into play is going to be huge. So target that and immediately get it into play. So big power spike here, getting the second one in. And the next power spike will be if I can get this to its super. There you go, completely incapacitating two of the enemies. Statue of Liberty does more work, and this guy doesn't even stand a chance. You can see the damage. Only one unit even did over 1,000 damage. So, as opposed to mine right here. So, huge, huge power spike. Statue of Liberty, I like to go with the increased radius just to get more people into that disable. And on a winning streak, really the only other guy is someone else that is currently undefeated. Huge disable for this guy that was trying to get to my back line, but just couldn't do it. And I take him down with ease. So continuing my winning streak, it's just really difficult, especially for people that are trying to get to the back line. Really tough if they're spread out across this front line. I'm going to be getting off two of these, and there's still one more power spike to go with these Cobras, and it's just really nice that I don't have to worry about upgrading. I could upgrade again my leader to get the increased attack range if they're back a little bit, but there's a lot of people who like to play up front. A lot of people like to have backline jumpers, which means they need to put it more on the front line. And this Head of Hypnos, it's going to pierce BKB or spell immunity, if you will, so there's really nothing stopping them from stunning these units. And you spread them out like this, that way I'm going to be able to get both. And see, I get 2 units here. And I'm facing the first place guy as well. This guy is undefeated. Close matchup here. And then I immediately take him down. So take down the guy that was undefeated and still on a winning streak here. So Very simple. The power here, there's nothing special here. I don't even have right here my next power spike, which is the AoE. And now I really should be hitting my full capacity. Now I just focus on my key spells, getting up as many juicies as I can. Persian Cat, there's a lot of good bonuses that you can get to it, especially if you're going through the back line. So I'm just going to do with the added damage, which will diminish over time, but for right now should be a huge power spike to my damage. You can see that huge AoE damage. This guy just doesn't even get a chance to respond. And yeah, 2 of his units didn't do anything. His frontliner didn't do much at all. And that's what this build is all about, is just not letting your opponent be able to do anything, right? Because you have these 2 Head of Hypnos, and there's just no way to stop them. Apologies about fast forwarding right there. I'll try not to do that as I'm going through this replay. So now that I've got the AoE, you can see stunning 3 out of his 4 units and the Statue of Liberty on top. There's just nothing they're doing. And all of my units are surviving as well, so I'm taking huge chunks out of my opponents. And as we're entering close to the late game here, we're in the mid or late game, we should see a lot of people go down right here. You can see a lot of people are getting into the lower half of their health. All right, on a win streak, still in second place though. This guy's spread out. It's gonna be real rough for him. And you can see because of people's positioning, I really don't need to go past leader level 3, which means I get to focus on my shop, I get to focus on my spells. But I'll go ahead, just in case people are backing up, I'll upgrade leader for that increased attack cast range, just in case people start backing up and realizing how I'm building, and if they're trying to avoid me, especially as we get to the higher or the less amount of people, you can start shuffling your positioning based off of people, so people may try to avoid my stakes. So that's why I upgraded my leader, and I really don't need to go past that. I'm not worried about the damage, but just in case I want to get that additional damage, I can, if I max out my leader. There's where this increased attack range comes into play. So I was able to get to his backline, and I hit his front line as well. He's got the AoE damage, so he does take down my snake, but it doesn't matter. They've already got their ability off. And I finally take down first place. For the second time, I've been the only one to beat him, and I get into first place. You can see right now my catapult is doing the most of my damage, and then my backliner actually with the Persian combo working out real well. I can get the additional heal and damage, or I can do the plus magic armor. I think both are good, so I might try to go for both supers. And again, still in a winning streak. Only person to beat second place. We're looking really good. Might as well keep getting my catapult up. He is the one that's doing the most damage. And on the Persian Cat, I like getting the relic power reduction. And I get my first juicy of the game, which is the catapult. So now I'm going to be getting that unstoppable as well. So should be a good benefit if anybody does manage to get to my backline, which they shouldn't based off of this. But it'll prevent anything from stunning me, and I can get off my damage consistently. Just about to enter the late game as we're pretty much about to get to the top 4. This guy is spread out. He's going to get hit really hard by all of my AoE damage. And yeah, he was really, really bunched up and gets taken out. And the other Cleo gets taken out as well. So let's go for max shop, try to find our spells as best we can. Hope Diamond, I think that Splinter in the middle is just overpowered. Honestly needs a nerf, but I'll go for it. Great spell. And we're in the, instead of top 3, we're in the, or sorry, instead of the top 4, we're into the top 2 since we had 2 knockouts here. So I'm going to be facing one of these guys. This guy does get to my back line, but he's getting taunted. And looking good. Still on a winning streak this entire time, actually. Statue of Liberty, let's go for the max HP. And the Persian Carpet, finally getting that up. So I'll go for the Silence. Boxing Robes. It's not the most beneficial supers, to be honest. You're really just increasing it for the additional attack speed. But I'll go for it for attacks, provide physical armor to disrupt the backline disruption from this Isaac Newton build. So that's the reason I went for the armor. And that's who I'm going to be facing this time. And you can see he's trying to adjust by just putting one person on the front line. And both my head of Hypnos go for this. So he did a lot of good damage. But this Terracotta Army does great work. I managed to take him down, but you can see the counter right there. Another Juicy, so now I'm going to be getting even more illusions. Great for the Lance, great for just added damage. But yeah, going back to that counter. So the counter for me, he just puts one unit on the front line, and I just don't have the distance to get to both of the back line. It's just out of reach. You can see right here, so they can't get to the back line, so they're naturally going to both hit this front liner, and that's the counter to this build. But the downside is that you're not going to have anybody getting to my back line. So if I'm able to kill your front liner, I'm looking pretty good. This guy is spread out, so I'm going to get it pretty easily. And this illusion build, just absolutely overwhelming. The Mary Curie build, and now we're just down to me and the other guy that was streaking throughout this entire game. There's the plus armor that I was talking about, so I managed to get the second super there. Get the Porcelain Throne. I just had gotten this for some added damage. I kind of like the added regen. I don't want to throw people out of the Statue of Liberty, that's why I didn't go for the middle one. And then of course, go for the Death Rattle build. He's going to be taking a lot of damage. And I could go for the cleanse as well to make sure he gets off all these casts. So we'll see if I lock shop for that. I already know I'm hitting him twice, so that's why I kind of backed up. But it's still not working. I can't get multiple units. So one of the snakes get absolutely killed. He gets a proc chance off with the meteor. But I still managed to take him down with my frontliner. So even with me moving it, still doesn't matter. And this this Persian build, taking him down. He doesn't have any illusions, so I don't mind not going for the yin and yang. I don't think it's as valuable. And of course it's popping up a lot, so I'll go ahead and lock shop. Get another Juicy. I've hit a lot of juicies in this game because I didn't have to focus on my leader. I could focus on the spells. And just overwhelming damage. Still can't be stopped on a winning streak since the very beginning of this game. And I get that Juicy, the Lance, so it's going to be doing a ton of AoE damage. Zulu as well. I'll go ahead and get the lifesteal. I've already got lifesteal from the headdress, but just some added lifesteal. And then the Persian upgrade. I can get the relic power, or I'm going to be doing a lot of casting, so I could probably do the reduction of my cast time here, which is what I go ahead and do. And I upgraded my shop, just some added damage. He's having a real tough time stopping me. So I was like, might as well upgrade the leader and do even more damage. Once the boots wear off, it's just too much damage. I managed to survive, and we're good. So you can see, you know, he's doing a good amount of damage here with the Tesla radio and the boots, but not enough to make a difference. And I've just got too much damage with my catapult build, doing about 10,000 damage. Almost there, just one off on the super, so I could lock shot for that. And this could be the last round. Let's see here. Reminder to always check opponent positioning. He is going to be shuffling things around. And he tries to switch it up, but now that means I can get off 2 head of Hypnos here. And yeah, there was just nothing he could do. This was just too tough a build, too good, too simple of a build too. Really good build that you can use to rank up. You can see it just went on an absolute winning streak in this lobby and easily won first place. So what do you think? Let me know. Comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Check out these other videos for more gameplay action, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy.